NBA 2K21 has officially arrived. And to tip things off, we're throwing a beach party to celebrate. That's right, the 2K Beach Party is a 72-hour event in the neighborhood that will start on Saturday, September 5th and take you.
Our camera circling high above American Airlines Arena on this beautiful night, giving you a terrific view of our location here in Miami. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. D.A., it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks.
D.A., thanks a lot. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5, down low. And for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Mr. Perfect. And it's Hero in at the shooting guard position. Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. Holds it up for Adebayo. Young with the steal. Outside, Levine. Carter outside. Knocked away. Clock at 6. White drives in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Kobe White has a lightning-quick first step with sticks in your mind if you're a defender.
Bulls shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And both free throws good for White. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
The first free throw is good.
What you have with Jimmy Butler is a guy who can guard 1 through 4, and sometimes even the 5.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside, Porter. Outside, White. Shot clock at 6. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
Look at Kobe White attack and adjusting to contact. Beautiful play.
Outside, Butler. Hero passes to Mr. Perfect. Down low. Ejected by Young. And he recovers it. And that one is stuffed right through.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And Chicago has possession. The Heat getting the bucket. There's Levine. And no good. And Miami the other way now. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And really throughout his entire career, Otto Porter has been a solid shooter from distance. Great option to plant in the corner and really open up a defense.
Yes, Otto Porter shoots around 40% from his career, Gio, beyond the arc. What I love about him, he has a quick release that he can get off without much room. Also, Porter keeps defenders honest with his ability to put the ball on the floor.
Now here's White, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Floats it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
And the Heat going with the whole new group. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Dragic. Butler on the wing. Over Porter. Miami no good on that time either. Bulls trail by 8. We've got Mr. Perfect. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. Hero out there with Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Porter. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Valentine's shot, good. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. And there's the pass to Hero. There's the line to the hoop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
White dishes to Carter. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here we go. It's Butler.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
Bulls trail by 10. And White kicks to Porter. Carter outside. Back to Porter. The 3. The shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And now White pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Off the turnover, not just a good on-ball defender. Porter will also gamble and pick up steals for you.
Poke loose and stolen by White. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. White's running, and it goes down 2 points.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
The Heat leading by 6. Outside Butler. Here's Mr. Perfect. White covering. No good for Mr. Perfect.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
One thing about Otto Porter, he does a good job of playing to his strengths at the offensive end.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, they're down around.
And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And a chance now to send it up.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how do you think your team's played defensively?
We're playing our normal defense, which is...
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Young and Carter with the big men inside. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point guard position. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. White the pass to Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And here's Dragic. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside. Here's Levine. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboards. They are really controlling the inside.
Butler against Carter. Here's Adebayo. And it's in there. Adebayo's got his second basket.
With a lethal mix of strength and length, Bam Adebayo can wreak havoc down low.
White the pass to Carter. From 10 feet out, and it's Young. That time on the assist from Carter. Young's got 5.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Chicago. They trail by 7. Count that one. 11 points in the game.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Pass to Hero. Back to Dragic. Here's Mr. Perfect. He has 6. That shot off the mark. White up top. He's guarded by Dragic. Pass to Porter. Back to Young. Kicks to Porter. In the corner, it's Levine. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Dragic against White. And it's Dragic off the drive. It's good. Dragic has got his first 2 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So Chicago going with an almost... Outside Dragic. The pass to Butler. Dragic looking it over. Passes it to Mr. Perfect. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for the Heat. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Mr. Perfect out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And White kicks to Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. Porter, no luck.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
White against Dragic. Tipped away. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. White finds Levine. Lays it up off the glass. Levine's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
I mean, both sides are really battling. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge.
Pass to Dragic. Pass to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Bulls leading by 4. White with it. On the wing, Levine. Lets it go from 14. A rebound by Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Hero passes to Mr. Perfect. Outside Butler. Here's Mr. Perfect. Another shot. Rejected by Young. It's White on the wing. He's guarded by Dragic. Shots good from Young.
Like seeing Kobe White create for others. He's so unselfish and has a great feel for the game.
The pass to Hero. We've got 1:08 left here in the fourth quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Continues to develop as a playmaker. It's nice to see Tyler Hero create for others.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Levine wide open. Drills it from outside. Levine's got 30.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pulls up from the corner. And there's Levine on the assist by Young. And now a 9-point Chicago lead.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Levine, the shot from the low post is good. And the Bulls lead by 11.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Now White. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. See you later.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get started, man. Let's get started.
When we chatted with gameplay director Mike Wang at the end of last season, he told us all about how the development team was focusing on the fun factor. Personally, I think they delivered.
Yeah, well, with the game out now, Mike is back to talk us through the
nighttime activity on Ocean Drive here in Miami. As seen from the air, plenty going on down there. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there at Bembry. And it's Capella in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Heat, Mr. Perfect out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Hero in at the 2. Gets the pass to Mr. Perfect. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's Atlanta. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Collins, good.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Dragic. Outside Butler. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
6 to shoot. Dragic looking it over. Bank shot, no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Capella kicks to Collins. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Collins has got 6 points. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Adebayo finds Dragic. The offensive rebound. Mr. Perfect. Collins with some nice D.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Young's shot is off.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Now the pass to Collins. Kicks to Hunter. Three-pointer. Hangs home the trifecta.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody.
Here's Bembry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They get a hand on it. And so in the game for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bembry out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. A second left, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside Collins. It's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Butler kicks to Dragic. Rebound Atlanta. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Hero. Just 5 on the clock. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Young outside. 1:39 left now here in the second, and he makes good on the layup. Now it's a 7-point Atlanta lead. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
1:05 left in the first half of the game. Now, here is Young. A 35-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Outside Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Butler feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Adebayo. Clock at 4. Back to Butler. Hunter grabs the miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Basket good. Hunter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Young against Dragic. Pass to Hero. Here's Mr. Perfect. Off target at the rim. And so it's Atlanta in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter.
Thanks.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. John Collins has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We've got Mr. Perfect. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. Hero out there with Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That is his first foul of the game. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
And they continue to control the glass.
Collins kicks to Bembry. It's Young on the wing. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Dragic's the pass to Mr. Perfect. Outside Butler. To the middle. It's stolen by Capella. Young outside. The pass to Capella. Here's Collins. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Mr. Perfect. Hero passes to Dragic. Here's Hero. And here's Adebayo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
No problems knocking that one down. And the Hawks lead by 12.
Start it.
Trae Young, so fun to watch that smooth stroke.
Now a timeout called by Miami. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to. Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Young's shot is off.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now Robinson. 5 points in the game. That one, no good. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Park. Back to Young. Takes a three. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat trail by 10.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Pass to Park. There's the three. Sinks the triple. Park's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
Bounce pass from Iguodala. Young with the steal. Here's Park. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Park's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Outside Robinson. Back to Iguodala. Pulls up. And the shot falls short this time. And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta leading by 18. And so in the game for the Hawks, John Collins is out there with Teague. And it's Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Park in a two-guard. Collins in the post. And Young now, top of the key. Here's Park. Great touch on the 16-footer. Parks got 14 points here in the second half.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Pass to Park. Back to Young. Capella against Adebayo. Capella, the pass to Teague. And it's Miami with the rebound. Mr. Perfect's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And drafted 13th out of Kentucky, Tyler Hero impressing right out of the gates that rookie season.
And I think this is very much the type of player that comes in with confidence, a skill level, and an IQ, and ultimately a guy who wants to compete.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Outside Butler, and the pass to Mr. Perfect. Outside Dragic. Over Young. Here's Mr. Perfect. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hawks.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
Smooth sailing for Atlanta. 27 seconds left in the game. And it's the Heat with the ball. It's deflected. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Young outside. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Yo, what's up, man?
Good game last night. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Next time, man. Next time.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
biggest changes to gameplay in NBA 2K21.
Take a look.
I am joined by gameplay director Mike Wang. 2K21 is in the fans' hands. Mike, how are
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Miami Heat here at the American Airlines Arena. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
Sure does, D.A. Thank you so much. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Miami, they've got Jimmy Butler, Mr. Perfect out there with Adebayo. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Dragic in at the point guard position. On the clock. From outside the arc, LeBron grabs the miss. Outside for Rondo. LeBron outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. LeBron's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Los Angeles. Iguodala outside. Pass to Butler. Over James. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Howard. No luck, they batted on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. The Heat have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Iguodala outside. Back to Dragic. Lets it go with a three. Offensive rebound, Heat. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Iguodala.
Davis's anticipation and timing, so good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot-blocking machine.
And again, the Lakers no good.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
Butler against James.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Master teaching class going on out there on how to run an offense. What a beautiful thing it is to watch Rondo go to work.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Jones kicks to none. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Hero out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Mr. Perfect. And it's Crowder in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And it's Davis missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Mr. Perfect in the last outing against the Hawks got the job done. He scored 12 points and throughout the game took smart, efficient shots that found the bottom of the net. Another outstanding outing, something that's become more and more commonplace for him. Bring it back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. You know, GA, you wonder how much of that performance can carry over into this one.
You never really know what will happen game to game, but I sure wouldn't bet against him.
No, you can't bet against a guy like that. He looks like he's in a groove, focused, on top of his game. No reason that he can't keep it going.
Davis, the pass to Rondo. And that's collected by Mr. Perfect.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Mr. Perfect's got the lead up to 1 now for Miami. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. It's stolen. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Nunn can't get it to fall. Lakers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Rondo against Nunn. Rondo, good.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Iguodala finds Butler. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You know, that's just simply outstanding.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Rondo in at the point guard. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Rondo against Butler. Here's James, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
You know, the power and intensity on display there from James, guys. I mean, giving the defense no other choice but to foul.
First one falls for him. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Shot left block. Miami grabs the miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Morris is checked in for Dwight Howard. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Nunn, bounce pass. Iguodala finds Nunn. Here's Hero for the tie. They get it again. And Davis sends it back. They get it back. The shot's good from Mr. Perfect. And the Lakers have possession. It's a 1-point game. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Drops in the tray. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Nunn kicks to Iguodala. Back to Nunn. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Rondo in the corner. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Trailing by 4.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual, and he's got great court awareness defensively.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris.
The Lakers shooting up pretty low, 34% thus far. We've got Jay Crowder. He's out there with Mr. Perfect. Robinson is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And there it is for him.
The concentration, the strength, the balance. Howard doing a nice job staying focused on the rim despite getting hit.
Here's Dragic. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Howard. And Davis sends it back. Green taking his time here. He kicks it to Howard. Pass to Kuzma. Clock at 6. Green dishes to Davis. No good that time. Now the Heat take it the other way.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from here. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the last.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Crowder kicks to Dragic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Kuzma. Rebounded by Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got rebound number 15 here tonight. James against Robinson. He dishes it to Crowder. And Davis sends it back. And the dunk by James.
expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
Butler on the way. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Adebayo is checked in for Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Robinson. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Adebayo passes to Dragic. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's LeBron. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's on Jimmy Butler. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
The Heat trail by 6. Dragic the pass to Butler. Now here's Iguodala. From downtown, Anthony Davis with the rebound.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Mr. Cook. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against the Lakers. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. Both free throws good from Mr. Cook.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Outside for Davis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Gets the pass to Iguodala. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
Shooting 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. So he can't get either to fall. Lakers leading by 6. Bobbed up there for Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
And, you know, you can see and even feel the drive and passion Butler plays with. He's an effective two-way player who just loves to compete.
And so Butler nails both of them. Lakers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. James against Butler. James dishes to Davis. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Davis has got his first points in this one.
Hey, one of the keys to shooting well is shot preparation. And Davis was ready before the ball got there.
Now here's Rondo. Outside, Green. Back to Rondo. Butler against LeBron. Takes it off the glass. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Offensive rebound, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. It's really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, man. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Huddle up. Nothing is going to get us out of this streak other than grinding harder. Let's get after it. We're getting very little production out of these fast break opportunities. So, we're going to work on that. Today, we're going to get up and down the court in some transition drills. Good work in practice today. Make sure you get some reps in before you leave the gym.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can blow, huh? Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Come get it.
How are they enjoying that gameplay?
I think everyone's loving it. We're excited for this year's title. We just finished current gen and we're ready to finish up next gen now, so we're cranking hard.
I'm really excited that the fans finally are getting their hands on 2K21. There's a lot
The Heat came into the building looking sharp, but it's going to take more than a good wardrobe to get this win tonight on the road. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. We're coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture, and none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. And that's not just a tribute to the Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. P.J. Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
So here's Miami's starting group. Adebayo is out there with Mr. Perfect. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in at the 1. And for Dallas, Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. And it's Brunson in at point guard. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Back to Dragic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates. Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Now Brunson. Doncic kicks to Brunson. Out to Porzingis. Rebound by the Heat. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
Yeah, and taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it, winning both matchups last season.
Adebayo. Yep, that one goes in there.
If you make a mistake against Jimmy Butler, this guy will find a way to make you pay. Pretty pass.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
Oh, such nice touch on that turnaround jumper. That was smooth.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And Miami has possession following the score by Dallas. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Doncic outside. Out to Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
The Heat have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Rockets the pass to Mr. Perfect. Adebayo against Porzingis. Robinson for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porzingis passes to Kleba. Here's the teardrop. And it's good on the way in.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Dragic kicks to Robinson. Back to Dragic. Miami no good on that time either.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Down low. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Porzingis.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a...
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Heat moving the ball around. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Mr. Perfect. Then it's Robinson, and it's Dragic in at the point. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Another three for Dallas.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. No good from outside. The Heat trail by 14. Throws it up high. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. To the paint. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway's got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs.
What a beautiful blend of size and athleticism. Boy, Tim Hardaway Jr. is doing work inside.
Outside Dragic. Butler against Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Mavericks leading by 14. Here's Porzingis. Chalk up 2 there. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Butler goes in. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, the speed and power of Butler, right? Hard to prevent him from scoring on the dribble drive.
Robinson against Doncic. Basket counts. Doncic has got 21 in the game.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Timeout called the Heat.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash.
And so it's Dallas closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring lead. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Dallas. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. And it's Brunson in at the point.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And that one is off. Dragic with some nice D. Here's Mr. Perfect. Trips down the breakaway slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Mr. Perfect in the last outing against the Lakers was tremendous. He scored 12 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. He did a little bit of everything for them. It just seemed like he was everywhere on the floor. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Pass to Kleba, trying to end the drought. Cans it from downtown. Kleba's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this.
Dragic against Brunson. Outside Crowder. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Jake Crowder out there with Mr. Perfect. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Dragic in at the point guard position. Mr. Perfect. A second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Brunson the pass to Kleba. Here's Hardaway. He's guarded by Dragic. 6 to shoot. Back to Hardaway. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat. Mr. Perfect's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since. I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Crowder against Brunson. The shot by Kleba, wide open. The three-pointer, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Dragic the pass to Mr. Perfect. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Curry deciding where to go with it. To the left wing. Brunson against Dragic. And that's collected by Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Crowder. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Here's Hardaway. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And the 3-ball is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Lets it go from 11. Dallas, no good that time either. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Mr. Perfect, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Robinson's got 3 assists tonight. Dallas leading by 7. Passes it to Kleba. Here's Porzingis. Here's the pass to Brunson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. For Miami, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Right side Robinson. Mavericks with the rebound. And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That's his first foul. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Robinson against Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Floats one up. That shot, no good. Great tee that time from Mr. Perfect. Butler way outside. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Big time bucket by Jimmy Butler. Boy, I'm not sure they've got an answer for him right now, Kev.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
And the Heat call time here. They trail by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Dragic from outside. That shot is off. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a...
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're behind by 7. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think? So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
good to see you.
Great game. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
Shooting that, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
lot of changes. What was the approach going into gameplay from a top-level perspective?
Well, top level, our process doesn't really change a whole lot. We've got a ton of ideas that are just backlogged, you know, from years and years of just thinking of things to do. But our main source of input is
The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel early, and the home fans are already fired up to get this game started. The mighty Mississippi River carving its path, and David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Hey, Kevin. John Morant put the...
Thank you, David. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Bam Adebayo is out there with Mr. Perfect. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then it's Morant. Then it's Winslow. And it's Melton in at the 2. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Passes to Melton. Here's the 3. No good that time. And Miami the other way now. Last time they met was in Miami.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Well, that's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
Butler in the corner. Misses the 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Butler against Winslow.
Credit the D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Loads it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Morant scanning the floor. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. That's tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Hero. Kept alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. It's stolen by Dragic. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. Shoots over Morant. No good off the back of the rim. And here are the Grizzlies now. Searching for their first points of the game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Well, nowadays, the three-point shot is huge. They were on fire from outside.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them at a decent clip.
Jones checked in for the Grizzlies. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. Morant against Dragic. And that one's good. Morant.
The play is Morant's ball handling talents in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, effective.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
And yes, he better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. There's no question he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
Dragic kicks to Butler. Here's Mr. Perfect. Guarded by Morant. Here's Mr. Perfect. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Dragic against Morant. Outside for Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. 5 to shoot. 14 feet away. That one a little long.
Well, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Bucket is good. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Knocks it loose. Here's the break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Morant passes to Jones. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jackson misses. For the Heat, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks. Pass to Dragic. Here is Robinson. Butler up top. Six on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's Dragic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson. The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Free throw good. Dragic. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Mr. Perfect. Then it's Robinson, and it's Dragic in at the one. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Mr. Perfect in the last outing against the Mavericks lit up the floor. He scored 12 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. He came pretty close to ending the game perfect from the field. I think his coach will accept what he did. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
Pass to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Winslow, and again it's the Heat missing. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 3. Winslow dishes to Morant. Passes it to Melton. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got 6 rebounds now in the game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. The pass to Melton. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And he knocks down the first one. Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. 20 seconds left to play here in the half. Nuggets looking it over. Kicks it to Butler. Pass to Adebayo. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Heat lead by 1. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Kendrick Nunn really having a great game.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
You're right. Go in the locker room, ask anyone on his team. He's not worried about statistics as much as he is about winning.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then it's Winslow. Then there's John Morant. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
There's Winslow, and Butler sends it back.
You can't throw a weak shot when Butler is running. His shot blocking ability, impressive.
For Memphis, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Valanciunas hits them both. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
So Memphis going. Jackson. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And Adebayo sends it back.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Melton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Jackson trying to break free. Miami trailing. Out to the right wing for the lead, and Robinson with the layup.
And this is the level of unselfishness that Butler brings. A total pro who moves the ball well.
Inside, it's stolen by Dragic. Here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. And so Jones nails both of them. Here's Dragic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. To the middle, here's Mr. Perfect, and he jams it with authority.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Heat out front. They're up by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Jimmy Butler is out there with Mr. Perfect. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic into the point. Here's Mr. Perfect. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Memphis called for the foul. That one is off. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, but the main thing is the 2-possession lead is secure.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. With the floater. No good on the shot. Some solid defense right there from Mr. Perfect. Adebayo with the ball. Now guarded by Winslow. Dragic gets the bucket.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Yep, it counts.
Well, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Well, Heat leading by 5. Outside Butler. Dragic against Jones. This one for 3. No good from Dragic. Grizzlies shooting 40% from the field. Outside, Jones. Pass to Winslow. Back to Jones. Valanciunas with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jones, no luck. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Butler in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Winslow. Knocked loose. The pass to Melton. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Jones looking for an opening. Lets it go. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he...
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Dragic the pass to Hero. Now here's Butler. Pass to Hero. 6 to shoot. Morant against Dragic. Rebound by Chang. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. A 12-point game. Butler with the steal. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. No good for Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Heat.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Mr. Perfect.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Grant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
But you got to love how attack.
And so it's the Heat winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
Hey, yo, my man, I got next. Three, two, one, go!
안녕하세요. (1213님) 안녕하세요.
Who's watching here?
Hey, yo, right here, right here.
Screen! Come to me!
Hey, pal! I need help!
Hand one!
With the foul! That's all day! Hey, come around, come around! Come on, man, who got the ball? Don't let him get a rebound! Take it!
없어요. 만약에 멀티 유저 아니시면 그냥 저는 구매 안 하시는 거를 추천해 드리고 싶어요. 싱글은 그냥 똑같아요. 그러면 파크 좋아하시면 구매하셔야죠. 원래 2K 게임이 한 시즌 게임이잖아요. 1년 단위로. 멀티 좋아하시면 구매하셔야죠. 뭘 고민하세요. PC로 하시나요? 아니면 플스로 하시나요? 아니요, 저는 맘바 에디션이요. 네, 플스 같은 경우는 플스5 나와도 구매 안 해도 되기 때문에 맘바 에디션으로 샀어요. 그래서 네, DL이요. K 이거 제가 제일 좋아하는 게임이라 저는 이거는 항상 DL로 사요. 아니요, 따로예요, 따로. 글쎄요, 그거는 저도 자세히는 모르겠네요. 아무튼 구매 안 하고 그냥 된다고만 알고 있어요. 만약에 플스 하시면 그냥 맘바 에디션 구매하시는 게 훨씬 나을 거예요. 어차피 그 VC도 필요하실 거 아니에요, 하시면. 네, 그쵸. 아, 슛 왜 이렇게 안 들어가? 골밑슛이 제일 어려운 것 같아. 체력이 없으니까 더 안 들어가네요, 골밑이. 와, 이게 안 들어가네. 클램프를 안 찍으니까 그래서 그런가 디펜스가 많이 안 되는 것 같아요. 근데 그런데 저도 초반에는 그렇게 알고 있는데 지금 보면 유저분들 슛 엄청 잘 쏴요. 엄청, 특히 외국인분들 엄청 잘 쏴요. 이게 저기 배지 따고 이러면 슛 게이지에 그 포인트 있잖아요, 맞추는 부분에 그게 사이즈가 더 커져요. 그래서 게이지 맞추기가 좀 더 쉽죠. 근데 그거 있어요. 지금 그 슛 3점 슛 그 수치가 한 70대도 되게 안 들어가요. 지금 저랑 같이 하시는 분들이 홍콩 분들이거든요, 두 분 다. 근데 이분들이 슛을 굉장히 원래 잘 쏘시는 분들이에요. 슛을 잘 쏘시는 분들인데 이분들이 지금 만든 캐릭터가 70 정도 되거든요. 그리고 코사도 적용이 되고 하는데 슛이 안 들어가요. 70 정도 되면 되게, 만약에 내가 슛을 좀 슛을 좀 던져야겠다 싶으신 분들은 한 80은 돼야 될 것 같아요, 최소. 저도 그래요. 저는 원래 빅만 하는 유저인데, 아니 빅도 이제 3점이 안 되면 안 되고, 그 프로암 같은 경우도 파이브아웃 같은 그 파이브아웃을 하기 때문에 저는 그냥 투맨 게임도 되게 좋아하고 하는데 그런 게 아예 없어지니까 빅들은 슛이 좀 안 들어갔으면 좋겠다라는 생각은 전부터 하고 있었어요. 왠지 잘할 것 같다, 이분. 왠지 잘할 것 같은 느낌이 드네요, 이분들. 아, 미치겠네. 아, 꿀미 너무 어려워. 덩크도, 그러니까 일반적으로 제가 제자리 덩크도 지금 90까지 찍어가지고 덩크 생각하고 슛이 올라가면 게이지가 늦어져가지고 안 들어가요, 더.
here, baby. Oh, give me that ball. Hey, balance it out. That's some power right there. Go over it. Ball. Too strong. Way to grab it. I got your help. I got it. Hey, come around. Take that, baby. Go. Come to me. Come get it.
야, 빅이 슛 제일 잘 쏘네 상대편에. 혼자. 왜 안 던져? 지금 21 시즌 이거 나온 거는 그냥 임시로 나오는 거고, 21 시즌도 제대로 하려면 플스5에서 그때 하는 게 이제 제대로 하는 거예요. 지금은 변한 것도 없고. 덩크가 왜 이렇게 안 나가지? 컨택 덩크를 자수전까지 찍었는데도 안 나가네. 골밑을 좀 비워주면 좋은데 계속 앞에서 있어서 디펜스 하기가 더 어렵네요. 타이밍을 못 잡네, 패스가 계속. 3점도 있어 설마? 지금 이제 제가 하는 게 이제 종결자 빅이고요. 저희 팀 그 팀원들이 플레이메이커 스타일인데 다 좀 외곽에서 좀 슛이 있어야 되는데, 그러니까 제일 좋은 거는 제가 하는 아키에는 3점 슈터하고 플레이메이커 이렇게 해서 투맨 플레이 하는 게 제일 좋은 시스템인데, 지금 저랑 같이 하시는 분들이 슛이 없어요. 그래서 저한테 찬스가 오기가 되게 힘들어요. 다 레이업 슛만 하시려고 하시고 하니까 제가 되게 힘들어요. 저는 슛이 아예 없거든요. 미들도 없고. 만약에 상대편이 그거 알고 골 밑에서만 방어하면 저희는 할 게 없어요. 그러니까 만약에 상대편 빅이 있고 뭐 이렇게 디펜스를 하는데, 특히 페비 같은 경우에 이제 지금 포스에 딱 상대편이 있으면 저희 편에는 아무것도 할 게 없어요. 팀에는 슈터가 한 명은 꼭 있어야 돼요. 외곽에서 던지. 두 명이, 그러니까 저 같은 경우는 두 명이 다 슛이 있어도 더 좋은데, 제가 스크린 서드리고 픽 선 다음에 픽 타시고 던지고 이렇게 하면 되게 좋거든요, 저한테는. 저도 평점 올리기 좋고. 두 분이 거의 아키를 비슷하게 만드셔가지고 19시즌부터 같이 하셨던 분들이거든요, 이분들이. 조금 아쉬워요, 그 부분이. 예전에는 여기 다니엘 이분이 슛을 정말 잘 쏘세요, 이분이. 근데 이번 작은 플레이메이커를 만드셨네요. 그리고 파크 같은 경우도 이제 맨 처음에 그냥 얘기 듣기로는 예전처럼 뭐 선셋 피치도 있고 올드타운 뭐 이런 게 생긴다고 해서 서버가 조금 여러 개가 있을 줄 알았는데, 그거는 그렇게는 안 나왔네요, 이게. 저기는 그러고 보니까 이게 배경은 그 세 개를 한 곳에다가 다 몰아놓은 것 같네. 예전에 저기 저기 놀이공원 저기에 올드타운에 예전에 있었던 건데. 지금 여기도 AK에서도 제가 볼 때는 생각을 잘한 게, 평판 이벤트 지금 하는 거는 굉장히 잘한 것 같아요. 사람들이 평판을 빨리 올려야지 호그보드도 많이 살 수도 있고. 머리 잘 쓴 것 같아. 좀 나가주는 게 좋은데. 여기서는 이렇게 상대가 지금 빅이 투빅이고 이렇게 하면 스몰에서는 그냥 차라리 골밑을 저한테 맡기고 비워주는 게 훨씬 나아요. 디펜스 하기가 더 힘들어요. 저희 편 수비 때문에. 보시면 보세요. 여기 이렇게 와 있으면 안 좋아요. 저분이 비켜주시는 게 나아요. 차라리 여기서 이렇게 하면 제가 더 힘들어요. 디펜스 하기가 앞에서 저를 막기 때문에. 골밑을 좀 비워준. 상대가 투빅인데도 지금 원래는 이분들이 아이소를 하셔야 되는데 골밑에서만 계속 공격을 하잖아요. 아키를 잘못 만드신 거예요. 이렇게 플레이 하실 거면. 슬래셔나 이런 게 훨씬 낫지. 슛을 던져야 돼요. 상대편도 외곽에 슛이 없으니까 다 골밑으로 이제 다 몰리는 거죠 지금. 지금 여기 코트는 스쿼드 저기가 없어요. 그래서 팀으로 들어오기는 좀 힘들어요.
Take that, baby. Hey, mine. Get it. Way to grab it. Right here, right here. Come to me, come to me. You forward, baby. Oh, give me that ball. Hey, help! I need help. Good one. I got ball! Get it! That's what the ring room for! Oh yeah, you can't guard me!
네, 즐게 마세요.
Cookies! Hey, balance it out! Oh, mommy! Watch man! That's the foul! Yo! Ball coming, ball coming! Hey, come around! Oh, come on, man, who got the ball? Hey, yo, right there! Get it! Come get it, come get it! Got this! Hey, right here, right here! Take that! Hey! Shut up! That ball! Way to grab it! And the foul! Take! Keep taking that! Knock it down! Hey, swing it with the foul! Set up! Get down! Hey, yo, right here! And the foul! Hey, come to me! I got him!
Yo, right here, right here.
I got ball.
Come to me, come to me.
Hey, you can't guard me.
Screen. I got ball.
Oh, yo, right here.
I'll take it.
Hey, yo, right here, baby. Don't let him shoot that. Step out! Shut up! Take it! Good boy! Hey, come to me! Come to me! Get through! Who got ball? Right here! Oh, give me that ball! Hey, come on, yo! Keep moving! Hey, you can't guard me!
come to me.
Over it.
Screen. Yeah, man. Oh, yo, right here.
I got ball.
Good one.
Hey, help! I need help!
Too strong.
Way to grab it!
Stop this.
Yo! I got it!
Baby.
Hey, yo, right there!
Put it back. Put it back. That's what the ring room for. Hey, come around. Where's the foul?
Take that, baby!
Take it.
Ball coming, ball coming! Box out! Don't let him shoot that! Hey! That's mine! Good finish!
Hey, swing it.
Hey, who got ball? Oh, yeah!
Get it.
Way to grab it!
Hey, right here.
Hey, yo, right here!
Get the ball back. Put it back.
Send it over! Who got the ball? Ball up!
Don't let him get him down.
Get through! Hey, come to me! Hey, Shane! That's right!
Good boy.
Rip that! Get through that!
Don't let him get it.
Yeah, well, I'll take it! Come to me! watching
Yo,
you.
yo, right here, right here.
I got ball.
You dumb.
That's power right there. Hey, help! I need help.
Come to me, come to me.
Hey, come on, yo. Keep moving. Hey, swing it.
Screen. Don't let him get a rebound.
I got ball.
Stop this. Oh, yo, right here.
Hey, yo, right here, baby. Screen.
Hey, mine. Step out. Hey, who got ball?
Hey, balance it out.
Back up. Box out. Hey, come around.
I'll take it.
Come get it.
Give me that ball. Good boy, baby.
Watch that.
Too strong. I got it.
Ball coming. Put it back up. Hey! Put it back.
Hey, swing it.
Hey, watch the pit.
Oh, take that.
Oh, y'all watch out. Hey, right here.
Who got ball?
Get the board.
Ball up.
Oh, you on fire, baby.
Double him. Come to me.
Hey, yo, right here.
Got the ball.
Get it.
Shut up. Hey, come on, man. Steal up.
Yeah,
Get it.
That's what the ring room for. Ah!
Set up.
Yeah, baby.
Hey.
Young.